Hey, this is Adithya Sirimalla from Enable Technologies, and I'm thrilled to be here at Conference 42. Today I'm going to present how we can achieve mastering of multi-cloud database resilience. Today we are diving into a problem that keeps a lot of us awake at night. Keeping our database resilient in multi-cloud world. If your organization uses more than one cloud provider, AWS, Azure, Oracle Cloud, you know exactly how complex things have become. And if you are not doing multi-cloud yet, trust me, you will be. Database administrators face a completely different world than they did few years ago. We are no longer limited to single cloud strategy. Most of our organization now run hybrid or multi-cloud environments. Let's talk about how to make that complexity manageable with resilience, automation, and observability. In this session, I am going to walk through four things. First, we will compare the major platforms like Oracle Autonomous Database, Azure SQL Database, and Amazon RDS for SQL Server to see how they stack up in terms of capabilities, scalability, and cost. Then we will look at strategies for resilience, backup, failover, compliance. After that, I will talk about automation, how tools like Terraform, cloud provider CLIs, and scripting can make life much easier. Finally, we'll explore monitoring and observability so we can stay ahead of issues rather than reacting to them. In this journey, we'll first go to Oracle Autonomous Database. Let's start with Oracle Autonomous Database. This platform really shines with itself, managing capital like automated patching, upgrades, tuning, built-in machine learning for performance optimization, and automatic scaling for workload changes. You can run in it a serverless mode also for variable workloads, or if you want to decide for an infrastructure for predictable strategy state workload and pay per use pricing, you can be very cost effective. Next, we'll go to Azure SQL Database. Azure SQL Database takes slightly different approach, focusing on intelligent performance. It uses AI to provide recommendations and automatic tuning. And the hyperscale architecture allows database to grow up to 100 terabytes. Security is very strong with features like transparent data encryption and Azure AD integration. This also has flexible pricing models, so you can choose DTU based, eCore based, or serverless depends upon your workload needs. Next, we'll go to Amazon RDS for SQL Server. Amazon RDS for SQL Server is more about enterprise grade reliability. It offers automated backups, point in time recovery, and multi AZ deployments for high availability, and read replicas for better performance. It supports enterprise features like always on, availability, groups, SSIS, SSRS, and lets you save cost through reserved instances or stay flexible with on demand pricing. So we gone through all the capabilities of different cloud platforms. So now let's compare. When we compare all these three platforms, you can see they are each have their own strength and capabilities. Oracle is excellent for self-management. Azure is great for intelligent performance. And RDS provides reliable enterprise-grade service. So considering everything, the key is to pick the right platform for right workload rather than sticking to a single vendor out for habit. So with this, we completed comparing three cloud offerings. Now we'll see the resilience strategies, how we make this cloud strategies workable for our real-time environments. Resilience strategies. In that, we'll first cover multi-cloud backup strategies. Platform choice is just one piece in puzzle actually. To achieve real resilience, we need multi-cloud backup strategies and cross-cloud replication. And the backup should be taken to avoid performance impact. And we have to also validate our backups frequently, whether we should know the backups actually works when we restore it. Next, we'll cover failover and high availability. For failover, we can design active passive setups with automated health checks and DNS based routing, or even we can set up active architectures for zero downtime. Next, we'll cover regulator compliance across clouds. Resiliency doesn't end up with uptime. We also need to be compliant. So, compliant is very critical. We have to respect data residency rules, enforce encryption standards, centralize audit logging, and consistent across the controls across the cloud. This consistency across clouds avoid regulatory headaches and keeps auditors happy. So by this we complete resiliency. Next major topic is automation is one of the key features in all the cloud offerings. So how we achieve automation with this is using terraforms. Automation is very things vary depends upon our requirement. Currently we focus on the terraforms. For terraform we can define the infrastructure as a code, keeping everything version controlled and reproducible. With terraforms and with AWS CLI, AWS CLI operations, we can automate backups, scaling, maintenance, all the regular activities. Combining Terraforms with the tools, AWS CLI or Azure CLI, OCA CLI, you can script snapshot or scaling, patching, and everything. And we can also do the performance check. Automation is not just about speed. It's about reducing human error and avoiding repeatability. So let's come to the final topic of our presentation. That is monitoring and observability. So no matter how well we plan, things will break. The question is, will you know about it before your customer do? That's the question we have to ask for every monitoring. So monitoring and observability tied together. We need to track CPU, memory, IO, availability, and response time, and also security. We should have a threat detection system, and alerts should be triggered sensibly and meaningfully when there is an issue. And it cannot be a weakness. So tools like AWS CloudWatch, Azure Monitor, Prometheus, Grafana, Datadog, or Splunk. We can build a unified view of our system. Even we can use artificial intelligence to predict issues before they occur. Finally, the performance tuning also can be automated. We can establish baselines and using machine learning and trigger predefined responses for common issues and continuously optimize so the database always performs best. By automating baseline collection using machine learning based anomaly detection and automated remediation, we can fix issues before they impact users. The goal is to shorten MTTR, means mean time to resolution, to the point where incidents are barely noticeable. Finally, the takeaways for this presentation is how we choose best cloud offerings, how we distribute our workloads in different cloud platforms. First thing is pick your database platform based on workload requirements, not vendor loyalty. Second, embrace automation like infrastructure as code, scripting, monitoring pipelines will save you time and reduce mistakes. Third, build for resilience. Make sure you have cross cloud backups, tested failover, and compliance built from the start. Finally, monitor everything. Observability is what keeps system healthy and users happy. The future database management is undeniably multi-cloud and automated and resilient. The organization that embrace these principles will be once the best prepared for what's ahead. Thank you so much.